Hello, welcome back to Blockade Live. In this episode, I want to talk about 360 panorama again that's been generated using AI. I talked about this in few videos in the previous videos. The one from Blockade Labs. Um, so they posted these ideas right on Twitter. It's how they generate the skybox. It's like if you're painting like in inside a cube, just like drawing scribble. This is similar, very similar to iPad Pano Painter app or something that I tried earlier. I tried drawing Panorama in the past. Um, it's similar to this process actually, of course. But when you're drawing scribbles, you end up with just scribbles. But today we actually have like AI tools that can sort of turning scribbles into like a realistic looking image, like painterly, like even photographic, right? So yeah, I talked about this before, like Blockade Labs, and that's their tools on scribbles and 3D space. And I'm kind of doing the same thing at the moment. If we tried this before with the 360 skybox, you can kind of specify, like interior or fantasy scenes, all kind of things. For example, with interior views, if I asked ChatGPT earlier today, give me like places that incorporate like something that's make you feel calm and relaxing. I don't know. I just gonna paste that. You probably need to be more specific. But I also tried with Leonardo AI. So like I'm thinking at the moment thinking about interior design. If we are inside a box and then inside the box and we are thinking or imagining, if we ask an AI to generate a room, like just like movie Star Trek as well, you want maybe you tell the AI to create interior design of a room that's suitable for your mood at that time. This one is actually the prompt is from one of my friend using Mid Journey. This one I'm using Leonardo AI. I'm using the same prompt to tell it to design like kids room interior design in the style of geometric, blah blah blah. And the AI came out with this colorful room with a lot of geometric shapes of furniture. I thought this is kind of nice, and this is them. If you are inside places like this, even if you're just flicking and you're kind of imagining, oh, I wish I'll be inside room like this in 3D, right? Inside Blender, maybe not Blender. It needs to be like game engine to be feel more real. I mean, real places like this will be even better if you go to IKEA. You can imagine, IKEA probably a little bit boring, but places where you can kind of go inside very quickly based on whatever you prompted to the AI. So if you are using all kind of AI tools, the Dream Texture actually capable of doing this, even though it's not 100% yet. I'm the one. Okay, this is the AI generated image. I tried it earlier today. I make a doodle using the iPad and the Pano Painter app. It's a really old app, no longer updated, but still works on the iPad. Just draw on a cube. Just draw a painting of the room inside a. Imagine like a default cube, so it's like a boxy place, and then it will generate equirectangular doodles. It will project my drawings on 6 walls into, yeah, more or less like a 3D. So I'm using this Draw Things app on this Mac Mini that I'm using at the moment for recording this to record this. At first, I made a wrong setting. I used the wrong setting. Instead of Scribble, I was using the other thing, and this is what I got at first. but I then switched to scribble mode, and I started to get some interesting image out of this. The model that I select also matters. In this case, I use realistic vision, but I also use the default standard stable diffusion 2 and 1.5. So yeah, this is using ControlNet, and there are two methods now. We can actually use the prompted one or non-prompted one. If you turn on the no prompt, it will not use your prompt. It will just use like the scribbles. That's why we end up with this weirdness like this, right? This is no prompt. So the AI try to guess from your scribbles and make the design, which is really weird. The result is really, really weird. But this is kind of interesting. It's a little bit like a trippy at the moment. But if you actually, okay, if I turn off the no prompt and using the actual from here, you describe inside of the room. So based on your scribbles, this is the basic scribble, just, inside the room, there's like a bigger door, smaller door. There's like a basic design. You can come out with something that's a little bit normal, less trippy. Okay. Okay, there's it's still, the AI is still working on it. I think each one of them takes around, it's a few minutes on this Mac Mini, but I think I got a few here to share with you. So of course, this is home design, kids room, interior design in the style of geometric, polymorphic, all this from, okay, surreal, fantasy. So it's very colorful room. You can see the room is still actually like a equirectangular, just like when you're drawing inside a box and then you use this, you capture it in 360. You're gonna get this kind of curve, and you can actually bring this inside Blender. Okay, this is the crazy one. No prom, more abstract looking. Maybe it's a kind of like the Yayoi Kusama AI artwork. It's a bit crazy and insane, but it's very trippy as well. This one is more like real thing. I will try, just gonna copy all of these and bring it into Blender somehow. File, new folder. This is AI interior. You prompted, so the idea is the same. You prompted the design and then you want to be inside it, basically. It doesn't generate the interior for you exactly, I mean, but imagine you can imagine a room like that and maybe start decorating it with 3D objects of that, based on that concept. It's only bringing one image at a time. Okay, that's okay. This is equirectangular, right? Because it's ratio 2:1. You can go to this world properties, get into the environment, select your image. I'll just select all of them and delete everything. Have Suzanne. And then go into this view. Okay, this is using Eevee, and Eevee is like real-time render inside Blender. It's almost like a game engine. This is Suzanne with a reflection of the room. So at the moment, this is of course inside the 360 room. It's not 100% perfect, as you can see in a bit. It's still like a room with elements that you describe to the AI. So you can see there's like, you can even start to to see like you can use your imaginations. Okay, this is AI. I'll just gonna call it monkey room. It's the monkey AI room. So the monkey is looking at the room like us. So we can see there's like this design, just like the one that I scribble. The floor is a floor, okay, but there's like a 3D inside it. There's another room that's like a sofa or bedroom. This one there's like maybe like a fireplace, but you can feel it like a space, right? There's a top view, not 100% perfect, and then this part, of course, this is where it's okay. So there's definitely something wrong with this equirectangular image, because this one, the seam, that's the problem. Okay, the seam is not perfect. But now we are looking at a different room. So this direction is looking kind of nice. There's this stairs, ladder. But the seam is still there. The seam is something that we need to take care of. At the moment, I don't have the easy answer for the seam. But if you use dream texture, okay, in theory, okay, if you use the compositor, for example, and then I will turn on the use nodes. I will bring this image, for example, and then I will offset it using translate. Turn on wrapping in the both axes. Plug in the image, plug this into compositor, and plug this into viewer node. And we want to take a look at the viewer node. Okay, the seam. We get the seam, right? And this is how big is this image? One 1280 by 640. This is the one that came out from Drawthings app. So we're gonna need to offset this by 640. So we got this room with the seam. Too bad. Yeah, let me file, save as, blah. Let's name it blah seam. Seam. So I just name that as a seam, and then I will reload it. Now we have this file called seam. I want to merge the seam. Okay, this is the one with the fireplace and stuff. If I'm using the same model, in theory, if I use the same model of that image, it's the one that's more like pink. Okay, this one over here. If I look at the informations, the metadata of this file, home design, kids room, blah blah blah, and a cartoon. This is the negative prompt, and then this is the model that's being used. Realistic vision. Okay, realistic vision model. And then if I use dream texture and then load that same model, do I have it? Oh, I don't have it. I don't have the model here. I need to load it from the preference. Realistic vision. Well, for now, I just need the seed number anyway. I'll just use the seed number. I'm just gonna show you the idea. I'm gonna go to paint mode, select the mark in paint area, and I will use a model that's coming with stable diffusion. Maybe I will use just dreamlike photoreal. And advanced mode, I will paste in the seed number. So the AI should remember the seed number, and the subject, and this is the prompt. And the negative prompt also. Just gonna copy paste for now. If I should have used the same model, but since I haven't installed it, I don't think I have it on this computer. Import checkpoints model, stable diffusion model, realistic vision. This one. I'm just gonna load that. Yeah, realistic vision version 1.4, and it needs to be in the CKPT checkpoint file. So now it should be loaded. Stable diffusion, Dreamlike photoreal. Well, anyway, let's say I load it and I want to make this seamless. We just erase. So in theory, the AI should be smart enough to combine the two. We just need to select the right functions. Source image is this guy. This is the open image, and we want to make this seamless. So that's really the idea. Nothing much. Seamless axis should be in the x-axis. Size 1280 640. Gonna save this just in case it crashes. Hit generate. Okay, it's starting. So this is the function of Dream Texture that I haven't talked in one video specifically, but you can go to under documentations of Dream Texture by Carson Khatri. This is third-party app for stable diffusion that works inside Blender. And in painting, out painting, so we can any like AI imagery, you can actually extend the image. You can do like you can make things seamless. You can upscale as well. So a lot of cool things. The one that we are doing at the moment is in painting. This is normally, if you do in painting, you can erase some areas, mark in paint area, and then you specify the prompt, and then you just ask the AI to make variations of that area. Let's just generate something that can fit into that place. Making texture seamless. This is also possible just by drawing areas to make things. So we don't actually need to offset. The AI should be smart enough. If we just erase the sides, this is what I should have done. Mark in paint area, just paint the left and the right side, and then check the seamless. And it should work and make this area seamless. I should have also painted this side. Yeah, so, but this take a while. As you can see, this is 11, still noisy. Like, I could talk about this like forever, but the process takes time. Sometimes 1 minute, 2 minutes, a few minutes sometimes, that's why when I'm generating this, I just gonna leave it overnight so I can see the next morning, or just go out for coffee and come back to it. But if you're lucky, you're gonna get something very quickly. There are all kind of options that we can change here. Okay, since I'm using a different model, I'm using Dreamlike Photoreal. The prompt is the same, the seed is the same. I specify seamless on the x-axis. You can also specify on the top and bottom, but in this case, this is equirectangular supposedly, and so I'm making something with the noise strength of 0.5, image type color only, no depth. If I use depth and other ControlNet things, it's gonna be better. Okay, we probably have something here. Save. If I use this one, would it be seamless? Let's take a look very quickly. The design, oh, oops, the design completely changes, but yeah, it's a little bit more abstract than the one that we have before. I just wish it's doing the upscaling. Maybe we give too much freedom to the AI, but the bottom part seems to be seamless. We don't see any seam. If I actually build a floor, of course it doesn't generate virtual room for you exactly. It's just like 360 equirectangular image. Still pretty good, better than nothing. You can imagine you are like inside a dome. I'm just gonna use Sanctus material, one of my favorite material for Blender that comes like a preset. It's really powerful. It's a procedural as well. Okay, this is my light. Okay, no, I don't need that light. Just the monkey, I will just gonna give it a synthetic or glass materials. Apply material. We got Suzanne. Just gonna use sunlight. Our 360 room seems to be ready, but maybe this Suzanne is too high. The floor should be down there. If it's like a dome, no, it is truly inside the room. It's a little bit abstract, I know, but you get the idea. The room is ready for the monkey. If you go underneath, oh well, it's too abstract, but you can see the room anyway. So really, if you use the same method, once again, let's do it again. This is the one. Any room that is not seamless, you go to Dream Texture, pick the same model, and tap T for this. Go to paint mode, mark in paint area. Just mark this space, needs to be seamless. And then just hit generate. But don't forget source image. This noise strength should be maybe 6.6. 6.5 will be in between the original image and the final image. 0.75 will give more creativity to the AI. The lower this gets, I mean the less in control the AI is gonna be. But the theme will be taken care of by the AI, and then also if ControlNet actually works, ControlNet scribbles actually works, like the one that's being offered by Blockade Lab. I have the API, but I haven't used it. I haven't tested out. API is not in Python. Maybe it's in Python, but I haven't tested out. Yeah, this is the room. Did I make the room earlier today? Relaxing, calming room, full of flowers, blah blah blah. Yeah, of course. I think this is the interior room that's actually based on the nature prompt that I gave earlier. Okay, by the AI. This one is actually 360 and it's beautiful. It's like we are floating up there, and where is this? Where is this? Pandora, or where is this? In somewhere in a faraway island, or Okinawa, or oh no, we are inside the room again. we are trapped inside a room, but it's still like a beautiful room. You can see there's okay this interior, and before long we can ask the AI just gather all the assets that you see here. There's a plants, there's this beautiful furniture. Gather all this furniture and just put it inside a box room, and we are already have like a 3D room. It's gonna be pretty crazy, pretty insane. Yeah, like this room that we kind of remix using 2 different models of AI. Pretty soon we're gonna see something, hopefully. But it takes a while. It's not like instantaneous. It can be faster, maybe 10 times or even faster, like few seconds. I don't know, in the future. Who knows, maybe tomorrow it's gonna be faster running on your device like iPhone, iPad, or maybe your AR or VR glasses with AI. You just close your eyes, you're inside a room, maybe just like your study room or like office or toilet, and you just close your eyes and then you prompt whatever room you want. You want to go back to kids' room, close your eyes, make a wish, and the AI will generate it for you. That's the whole crazy ideas. Yeah. Anyhow, the left and the right should be seamless, thanks to Dream Texture. The seamless thing should be part of the AI tools. The this scribbles doesn't give seamless result, but I requested to the developer maybe left and right can be more seamless. This it's kind of interesting idea anyway. Yeah, so hopefully you find this video useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.